Ladies and gentlemen, the following Fatal 4-Way is the Triple Crown Championship Invitational Tournament. Now, this is a unique match. Here's how this is going to work. This Fatal 4-Way match is going to be scheduled for one fall. The wrestler... Don't jump the bit, folks. We're going to get to that actual chant in a second. So the wrestler that is pinned will be eliminated from May's triple threat match. The 3 wrestlers that remain will compete in May for a chance to go to day 1 of RWA Legacy. The last 2 wrestlers remaining who face each other on day 1 of Legacy, the winner will go on to day 2 in the main event of RWA Legacy and face the RWA Triple Crown Champion. Now, this contest is scheduled for... There we go.
You're no stranger to adversarial challenges yourself, Mr. Marchand.
What he forgot to say was that they'll be facing me at the main event of Legacy.
That's what he forgot to say. Weighing in at 240 pounds, the heavy hitter, Shay Cash.
Shay Cash, ladies and gentlemen, one half of one of the most dominant tag teams the RWA has ever seen. And this man carrying on the legacy of his former tag team partner, Frank Champion. There were doubts as to just how well Shay was going to adjust the singles competition. However, I believe he has silenced many of those doubters, myself included.
That's probably the smartest thing I ever heard you say, Roxy. That's probably the smartest thing I ever heard you say.
What do you mean?
I actually agree with you for once. I believe actually Shay is a really good in-ring performer, and he is carrying out his legacy. Not being part of the heavy hitters anymore. He is carrying that legacy of Frank Champion and being one half of the heavy hitters and carrying himself as a true stud in the ring.
Well, I'm glad to find out that we're on the same page.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Expect the unexpected. I'll leave it at that.
Making his way to the ring from East Freetown, Massachusetts. Weighing in tonight at 279 pounds, the Brick, David Baker.
Oh, now, in your road, in your travels, Nick, have you taken on Baker?
Yeah, where were you? Last Legacy.
Well, drawing from your experience, what weakness could any of these contenders exploit in this matchup?
I don't really feel like talking right now, so I have to concentrate. So if you can just, shut your mouth for a minute and let me concentrate on what's happening.
I won't engage you in conversation, but I'm paid to talk, my friend. Shutting my mouth is not something that I'm going to be doing.
All right, what can we exploit? Pretty much, I think we got 2 crazy people in this match going against 2 big men. So I think they got to use their speed to the advantage to take down, obviously, 2 big men in the match. Would be Shay and Baker. That's what I would do. I would use my speed.
Okay. Speaking of speed.
May God be with you all.
Making his way to the ring from the land of Misfit Toys, weighing in at 175 pounds, the Freak Show, John Leiter.
This guy has been white hot for months on end, and in my opinion, not only is he the wild card of this matchup, I think he's going into it with the most amount of advantage.
I think so. Why is that, Rod? Let me ask you the question.
Sure.
Why is that, Rodsy? Why do you think that he has the advantage? Let's hear it. I'm dying to hear this.
Because people are not expecting the fire that he brings within his mode of offense. He's always been casted as the underdog. I feel as though Sean Leiter is going to leave not only an impression, but he's going to catch his contenders slipping.
I disagree.
Fair enough.
But if you would give me just 1 second, Rossi.
What the hell is this?
And making his way to the ring, at the last season grade, at the Oakhill Cemetery, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Mind Eraser, Mike Graca!
Being a few strides short of a Happy Meal is the kid that I no longer recognize at times. And we have got a hot start to this matchup. Chasing straight after Baker. Graca fears no man. Shady Shay lock it up with Leiter. And this fatal four-way has officially begun.
What an interesting idea. This fatal four-way match. So it's a tournament of sorts here, as this is 3 matches that will lead to a main event at RWA Legacy.
I'm intrigued to see how things are panning out. It's almost like an elimination style tournament, you know, like contenders get eliminated and the remaining go to a next round. This is, ooh! Good morning, Vietnam!
David Baker with a neck breaker on Sean Leiter. On the outside, Mike Graca goes after Shay Cash. And I guess this is my quick opportunity to, say hello here to, Nick Marchand, who is joining us here at commentary.
What's up, Rob?
A big leg drop there to Sean Leiter. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2.
You know, I kind of like this opportunity too because it gives me a good scouting opportunity to see who I'm going to take on at day 2 of Legacy. You know what I mean? When I win that Triple Championship later on tonight, it gives me a good chance to scout out the competition.
Well, you're very full of yourself, being the showman that you are here, and I know that one person that is hoping, that I'm sure, that you win tonight so he can face you at Legacy is the Mind Eraser, Mike Graca.
Who?
The guy who sands his mask right now, and I...
Oh, this mask?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our camera isn't picking it up, but Nick Marchand has the mask of Mike Graca. He obtained it last month at our event here at the Chop Shop, and it seems as if the bad blood and the mind games between Graca and the showman are going to continue.
Well, Mike Graca might not have much of a mind left after that big forearm by David Baker, and Graca charging. Big kick takes down David Baker. Graca's fired up, and here comes Shay Cash.
Big swing and a miss by the heavy hitter, and now he's getting pieced apart by the Mind Eraser. Chop after forearm. Reversal of the whip sends Graca into the ropes. A telegraph by Shay.
Shay Cash, big double edged spinebuster, takes down Mike Graca. Now this is one of those matches, Bobby, and I would say it's going to harken back to your managerial days. This is a match right now where if you were advising any of these wrestlers, they don't have to win. They just can't lose.
Exactly. And I would tell them honestly to exploit the lack of a 10 count. Make yourself as scarce as possible. But wait, Leiter now knocking the heavy hitter into the ropes with a fierce drop kick of his own. And there's the sleeper of the night, folks.
Sean Leiter, who I mean, if you told me 5 years ago when we started that Sean Leiter would be a fan favorite, I would tell you that you're full of it. But Sean Leiter got a huge cheer by this crowd, and the man from the land of misfit toys is gonna fly here. Crossbody takes down David Baker and Shady Shay Cash. Mike Graca got out of the way of that. He's the only one standing.
Graca now throws Leiter into the ring. I'm not so sure how wise that is. You might want to take apart one of the other pieces of meat. But Graca now with that high lift.
Graca's measuring Sean Leiter. Going for that big drop kick in the corner. Nobody home. Sean Leiter with a crescent kick stops Mike Graca in his tracks.
Double underhook right now. Graca's fighting with a grasp on the leg. Sean Leiter looks like he might be gaining leverage, but no, Graca turning it around. Cinched up for a suplex, shot to the midsection by the Freak Show.
Graca goes for another suplex, nobody home. Sean Leiter fighting out of it. Sean Leiter, the lightest man in this match here at 175 pounds, has probably the biggest disadvantage. Height, weight and reach-wise.
I say he has the biggest advantage. He could dance circles around all these guys if he doesn't get pieced apart.
Cover. Here. 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2.
See, go back to that suplex. I'm sorry, Rossi. I don't mean to cut you off. I kind of do because, you know, you're an asshole. But, you know, when Ross was trying to lift up Sean, he couldn't even lift him up. What makes you think he's going to lift me up? He plays the strong guy, but he's really not.
Graca's going for that tombstone pile driver. And double kick to both knees of Mike Graca sends Graca down. Sean Leiter actually worse for wear on that as he avoided the pile driver, but was still dropped.
Now things are going to get interesting. The heaviest of hands in the brick, David Baker.
How much are Chops going for today, Bobby Rossi?
They are going for $7.99.
Yeah. Yeah, those suck.
Baker laying in those chops. Shay Cash laying in one of his own, and that was a chop, I believe, to the side of the face.
That was
or
a
the
back
throat.
fist. Redirection by Baker. Big swing and a miss. Shay Cash going for that back suplex. Baker with other plans in his mind. Countered and thrown into the ropes. Sitting black hole slam.
And here comes Sean Leiter once again. Leiter using the corner, going for that second rope bulldog, taking down Shay Cash.
Graca now makes his way back into the ring. Gets a hold of Leiter. Where the hell are you going?
I'm done talking.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, that's fine. Mike Graca is going for that pile driver again, reversed by Sean Leiter. Leiter with a forearm, laying in the shots left and right to Mike Graca. And Leiter fired up here.
Leiter's found himself a second set of win right here. Giving Graca a nice big dish of soul food.
Tell you what, that soul food 3 or 4 days into it can do a number on your stomach, let alone your jaw. And now Sean Leiter has Graca tied up. Graca trying to escape. He does have a very good amateur background, does escape. Charging his Graca into the corner, up and over, being caught, and Graca has him set up, and down goes Leiter.
The leaping tombstone, hook in the leg.
1, 2, and wait. Graca let up on the pin.
That breaks the referee's count, and the showman now has the coat of Mike Graca.
And wait. Graca's lost all of his. He's lost all of his entrance gear. It's got a lot on him.
Gets himself distracted. Baker throws him into the ropes. Redirect.
Oh, what a clothesline! Shay Cash throws Baker out of the ring. Baker on the floor. Cover.
Shay capitalizes.
And Shady Shay Cash wins the match.
The winner of the contest, the heavy hitter, Shay Cash.
Well, Shady Shay Cash is going to advance in the unorthodox Legacy Cup, if you will. That's not something that we've held in a little while, but going back to the matters of the ring here, Cash is in huge. David Baker throwing a lariat that would kill a small horse, decimating Mike Graca, and Shady Shay hooks that leg, guarantees himself a victory.
And now, if you're playing the game at home, Mike Graca has been eliminated. So in May at RWA Dynasty, it's going to be Sean Leiter taking on David Baker and Shady Shay Cash. The loser of that match will be eliminated. The winners go on to day 1 of RWA Legacy in this Triple Crown Invitational.
And here's the bit now. The remaining contenders have a chance to scout out their talent in a full frontal mode before going on to the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into this next matchup. We're going to take it to Rob Massey at ringside once we clear the way here. The minor racer, not so quick to get up. I mean, again, that lariat was just something else. I hope we can get some medical attention to him in the backstage area. That's just, oof. What a battle, what a match.